Hello everyone, it's Salt Rider here, and as you can see, I've truly gone for a Corona haircut. It reminds me of that film. What was it called? Stay away from me, you bitch. So sorry I haven't been about. I've just been stupidly busy, which is odd because I haven't really left the house. But with this Corona thing going on, work has been like incredibly busy. But it was actually Retro Prime. I saw a post, I think it was on Twitter, of him saying he hadn't saw a review of this toy. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to have a go and I'm going to review it for you because I own this toy. And it is Earthrise Wheeljack. Now, this was a figure that I really wasn't looking forward to out the entire set. I think, to be honest with you, it was Hoist and Ironworks were the two I was looking forward to. Then Cliff Jumper in third and this guy in fourth. And he's a good figure. He's a good figure. Is he the best? I genuinely don't know. Is he worth picking up? Absolutely. So here is Wheeljack in his car mode. This is his only accessory, his shoulder cannon. Quite G1 looking. Of course, you had the rockets that shot out there in the G1 toy, but you haven't got those at the moment on the Earthrise toy. But yeah, it's a good little accessory. But that's it. And if you look at what you get with, say, Cliff Jumper, who I know is smaller, you feel a little bit. I don't know. It feels like it's missing one more accessory. It should have had another gun or something with it. Now, I really like the colour of these tyres. I really like all the detailing. You've got a port there which you can plug in your accessory. It doesn't look too bad. It looks more like an engine than a gun. You've got some ports at the back here, and he cleans up really well underneath. He rolls pretty fine. The wheels are tight on this though. The wheels are really tight. Criticisms. The only thing I'm always annoyed at when we do a Wheeljack, when Hasbro do a Wheeljack, is the colour. And this is a slightly off-white. It's more of a cream, which isn't as bad as the 8-face that we got, because the white on that was appalling. But this is more of a cream than a white, so be aware of that. It is a good toy. Size-wise, here he is next to Cliff Jumper. And here he is next to Hoist. So you can see he's a pretty big car mode. He's a good figure. He's not too bad. I like him. Shall we get him transformed up? So here is Wheeljack all transformed up. And what can I say? The transformation is simple, but it's also fun. There is an annoying part where these sections here fold out to be the front part of the windscreen. Those tend to pop off, to be honest with you. The legs are very similar to some of the Combiner Wars transformations, where they slide up and slide down, but that's how we do business generally with these deluxes. I think it looks like Wheeljack. I think it's probably the most G1 looking Wheeljack we have ever had. And I think he works. I think it works for Wheeljack. Bits I really like about the transformation. I really like how the spoiler becomes Wheeljack's wings, or whatever they're called on the back. I think that is a really clever touch. Articulation wise, his head can rotate, his waist rotates, his arms can go, not go all the way around, they can go that high up because to the backpack knocking on it. Go that high with the elbow, 90 degrees, get a rotation at the wrist. Legs can go out like that and go forward like that. You get a bend at the knee and you get an ankle rocker. So everything you need from a deluxe class figure. It has got your Siege blast effect ports here, which is pretty cool. And you can take his weapon and you can pop that in his hand if you want, like so. But I like to have it on his shoulder, as per his G1 cartoon. Could have done with a bigger one, maybe someone with the who does third-party add-on kits might come with a better weapons kit for him if you so want to do that. His head, because of the light in here, I don't know if you can see that, but it's a pretty good likeness of Wheeljack. It's a good figure. it's really, really good. And I don't think we've had a bad figure design wise in Earthrise. I've had some questionable quality control in them, to be honest with you, because my hoist has wobbly knees, my prime had two face plates that were dodgy. But all in all, you know what? We've had some good figures, and Wheeljack is a good figure. I think the problem with Wheeljack is the wave that he was released in. Now, without any spoilers, and I haven't got to review a few of these figures. Actually, it is a spoiler, but I don't care. I think Wheeljack and Hoist are probably the weakest for me, and for very different reasons. I think this is a good, solid figure. I think this is a great design figure, but my knees are so loose on it, and also the transformation is a little bit dodgy on it. I don't like how this all works. But that's a story for another day. And I think the best two are Ironworks here in second place, and Cliff is the best in this line, in my opinion, at this scale. And those of you who are moaning about the size of him and saying he's not a deluxe class figure, go and give your head a bloody wobble, because you know what, you can't deny for the money this is a great toy. And I've bought some third party tat at Legends scale in the past that this knocks into fits. So if you're moaning about 17 quid for a quality transform with a load of accessories, you're just finding something to moan about, to be honest. But back to old Jackie here. He's a great figure. This is how he sits with Hoist with Grapple, and I think the scale really works. And what I love about Earthrise and Siege is they've set this new scale. And yes, I know the leaders are smaller, but let's face it, Astro Chain would never have been that big. It's great to have all of these figures in scale with each other, and it almost is like, I've stopped collecting masterpieces as such for season 1 and season 2, because now I'm thinking, you know what, I can probably get a season 1, season 2 cast from Earthrise Siege and from the previous Chug lines. And that's what I'm doing. So, this has been Wheeljack. Paul, I hope this has been useful for you. And until next time, I've been Zort Rider, and I'll catch you again soon.